All right. We're going to come in this morning. Our praises to the Most High. We're coming in this morning to do a Biblical Torah. Some of these are some repeaters. We have had them. And it's amazing. I spoke about the spiritual warfare in the midst of my prayer before I was getting started. And spiritual warfare actually came out. Okay. We're going to talk about Deborah. We have the birthing stool here, and we also have a youth organization, and it's a girls organization. The last one I did, it was a youth organization, but it was for the boys. This one here is for girls. All right, so I may do a spell it and tell it as well following this video, just to get a little bit more additional insight of what's going on. And at the bottom of the deck we have Joseph. You know, Joseph has been a real strong name that has been coming in these readings. Sorry y'all, I peeked in on the, hey y'all. Okay, all right, so we're going to start with Deborah. We're going to start there today. We're going to start with Deborah. No, we're going to go on and see what the birthing stool. We don't have that a couple of times in our biblical readings. But we're going to start with the birthing stool. And then we're going to talk about Deborah. And then we're going to talk about Rahab. Okay. And then we're going to talk about the youth organization, girls, and then we're going to see what the spiritual warfare card is actually saying, all right? So first and foremost, we're going to get some clarifiers, all right? We're going to start out with the one word to see what the overall general topic is going to be about, okay, when it comes to these cards, all right? So, let's get that out real quick. All right, Spirit. We're looking at the birthing stool. Okay, somebody could be fearing. Somebody is mad. They're upset. Okay, unpleasant, offense, madness. All right. So somebody is fearing about something with the birthing stool. All right. When you think about the birthing stool, you can okay. I personally always think about I don't know why I can never remember these. I'll come back to it. Deborah. What is it about Deborah? With Deborah, we got nightmare. Okay? We got nightmare. All right? It says darkness, what is that? Persecution, suffering, Rahab the harlot. We got third wheel. Youth organization, girls. We got blind. All right. And then we have spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. We got coach in the reverse. All right. So that's what we have there. It was a word, y'all. I was trying to come up with it. You know, the women that kind of help when it times to give birth. Okay. They had a prominent position, kind of like a nurse back then. All right. They just didn't have to have all the certification and paperwork, a lot of that, okay, because a lot of those were some of their gifts, all right, to help birth babies, to help comfort the mothers, okay, during their birth, okay, help with all those wonderful things. You know, I really don't think nobody should, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to leave it alone, okay. All right, but somebody is fury. Whether somebody is fury when it comes to the birthing stool itself, okay, because Because we, like I said, we've talked about the birthing stool, all right? And in multiple of these biblical readings. But we're going to look a little bit more deeper. I thought I was going to, no, we're just going to get on into the actual tab here, okay? All right. So Rahab the harlot, okay? She's the Canaanite, okay? A lot of people looked at her as being a prostitute in the Bible, right? Okay. All right. But this third wheel, that's kind of bringing in a little contradicting information, because the third wheel can talk about somebody being an enemy. It can talk about distrust, and it can talk about flirtatiousness. All right, flirtatiousness. Now, I feel that this third wheel is a contradiction to what the Bible actually say when it comes to Rahab, right? Because 3 messengers came to Rahab, right? Okay. She kind of, in a sense, okay, she kind of helped them out, kind of helped save them to the point where she sent them out another way, right? Okay. So that's where the enemy and the distrust kind of bring a little contradicting in that. I'm not going to read Joshua 2, chapter 2, verses 1 through 24, but you can read it if you like. I'm not going to do too much reading, because the actual tools that I like to use with the Biblical Torah, I don't have it with me here. So I'll call out the scriptures. It's up to you if you want to go back and kind of see what was going on. But we're looking at Exodus chapter 1, verse 16. Somebody is feared. All right. Let's talk about this birthing stool here, spirit. Why is somebody feared when it comes to the birthing stool? All right. We got a 2 of swords. Okay. Now, they could be feared because they could be undecisive about something, or they could be feared about the choices, or they could be feared about the unknown or something, all right? So that can go multiple ways. So give me one more clarifier with this fury and this 2 of swords here. All right, we got a 9 of cups right there, okay? This 9 of cups right there, that talks about 9 of cups. It talks about a lot of different things, but on a good level though. So with the fury coming out here, and the 2 of swords out here following a 9 of cups, it's kind of telling me, what this really more so telling me, somebody, okay, they mad, okay, because apparently somebody got caught up in some lies about an individual, a situation, okay, Spirit just say a person, place, or thing, all right? Somebody got caught up in their lives, all right, when it comes to a person, place, or thing here, okay? All right? That's really overall what I'm seeing right there, okay? Somebody is furious, they mad, all right? Somebody could have told somebody something had happened, all right? Something could have told somebody something had happened to the point where somebody knows something didn't happen, okay? All right? So, give me a final on the birthing stool. final on the birthing stool. Like I say, I'm not going to do much reading on these biblical Torahs until I can get back with the rest of my tools, okay? There go the 3 of swords. Okay, that's confirmation to me. And not only that, we have a 5 of wands coming in the reverse. All right, so that tells me right there with the 3 of swords, with the fury, okay, it was some betrayal, okay? And then not only that, with the fury, okay, we see the 5 of wands is coming in the reverse, meaning it wasn't, it's no, it's no quarrels, no upheavals, okay? All right. So if anybody fear it, okay, we seeing it, everybody is not mad, okay? Because I know that everybody is not mad and upset because this 5 of wands came in the reverse, all right? So everybody's not mad. So it seems like the only one that's really mad is the one that got the 1, 2, 3, 4, or others that got caught in their lives. All right, and we see the betrayal here, or we see somebody feeling heartbroken. Okay, it's a mixture of here, right here. Okay, all right, we got the 3 of swords. All right, so let's go now and talk about Deborah. Okay. Let's talk about Deborah. You can talk about Deborah and Judges. Judges 4:4. Okay. Judges 4:9. Okay. All right. And then we got Nightmare. And then here we go. Okay. This 9 of Swords is only confirming the Nightmare. Okay. All right. The 9 of Swords is only confirming the Nightmare. Okay. Tell me more. Why Deborah and her feelings? Okay, why Deborah is suffering, having nightmare? Why is she worried? Why is she worried? Why is she stressing? Why is she not sleeping at night? Because Deborah, okay. Because Deborah knows the truth about somebody too. So I do. From 2 sides, I feel truth coming out. So Deborah even know the truth about somebody. Okay. All right. Deborah know the truth. Let's talk about Rahab. As I said, it say 3rd wheel, but this card itself is a little contradicting when it comes to what the Bible actually say. Okay. We got a king of coins, all right? So we got a king of coins that could be tied in with a 3rd wheel, okay? All right? It could be the king of coins and 2 others, or it's 3 others the king of coins may be associated with. But we got a king of coins in the midst of a 3rd wheel, okay? We got Rahab the harlot. So it seems like others may know this as well, okay? Maybe the king of coins himself now has awakened to something, okay? All right? All right, I'm seeing a lot of light, a lot of explosive light, like shocking information been coming out to a certain degree, okay? All right? Youth organization, girls. What is it about this girls' youth organization? Because we got awkward, unknown. Tell me about this girl. They were blind or something. Tell me more. Something they didn't see, something they didn't know. All right? It's something they didn't see, it's something they didn't know. They didn't know you was a high priestess. Okay? All right? They didn't know you was a high priestess, for one. So they say. All right? Now, there's 2 of coins coming out there. Okay, that talks about moving forward with imbalance, juggling. So tell me more about this 2 of coins. This page of coins. Tell me more about this page of coins. Okay, you got an 8 of coins that talks about the work. Okay, so this girl youth organization looked like they potentially could have used these girls. I don't know. They could have been used as magicians. They could have been doing some type of word curses, something like that. Tell me one more. Tell me one more. This could have something to do with fraternities, sororities. Okay, it comes to an end though. That could have come. I'm more so, my spirit saying that's affiliated with some type of sororities. All right. Yeah, those are some sororities. Okay. But it said, and I told you what it said in youth, okay? I told you it's been a lot of pages and nights coming up in these readings, right? So I think these people really was on the prowl of trying to bring all this demonic stuff on into the future, all right? But most I said not so, all right? So y'all adults really need to stop corrupting these little youth the way you are. I mean, like, seriously. I don't care if y'all think this stuff's supposed to run in y'all bloodline to the end of eternity, okay? But why you want to put your child, your grandchildren, or whatever significance they may be to you in that type of predicament when all we have had is hellfire since the time our people even been in existence? I mean, make it make sense. What is it prospering? Huh? And then at the same time, you knowing that by carrying some mess like this on into the future, it's not going to make it better. It's going to make it worse. I mean, wake up, people. I mean, that don't make no sense. And y'all teaching children how to use this mess. Just tearing up your bloodline. Tearing up just got these children out here selling their souls. I mean, if it that big a deal, all the money, all the money, everything, all the money, products, business, everything that y'all done stole already, why y'all can't just leave a good foundation for your people? Because giving them the way of practicing dark arts, okay, to walk in your shoes, okay, all right, it ain't benefiting society, okay, it's really not. Why not leave them a nice house so that they can raise their family and carry on the family line? Why not leave them some funds in their account for their college if they want to go to college? Why not leave them something that's more purposeful than leaving some mess like this of knowledge? Okay? Because we already know y'all Bible ain't nothing but full of lies. And for y'all to want to continue to make this stuff go on and on and on, people need to wake up and see how phony religion really is. Because this don't make no sense. But the Most High said not so. It's not going into the future. Spiritual warfare. Somebody ain't listening to their coach no more. They ain't taking no advice no more. They don't need to be taking no advice from darkness. Tell me something about this spiritual warfare. Coach is coming in the reverse. Okay, we got here, look at that, a page of swords, okay? And then you got here a 5 of swords, all right? All right? Because apparently these people must have been watching you. They've been listening at you. Again, finding out truth. Knowing there's been some form of deception going on. Okay? Knowing these people been lying. Okay? Knowing they just been doing this mess to try to win at all costs. The hell with the future. Whoever this is, they are for self. They don't give a damn about you. Don't give a damn about your family. Don't give a damn about tomorrow. don't give a damn about today. They worried about self. Anything fine? No, we don't want to put no more on that. We see that. And the Most High said, not so. We were promised peace. It is written, peace shall be upon the land. Why y'all sitting up here messing with these children like this? Don't make no sense. Y'all are all every last one of y'all, from the grandparents to the parents to the grandpappys to the daddies to the uncles to the whoever else teaching these youth how to use dark arts. Y'all all need to be ashamed of y'allself. All right, Father, thank you for this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful biblical Torah this morning. All praises to the Most High. So we're going to come back and we're going to do one more just for this morning check in. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. So I'll be back with one more.